theory.
Watch me soar!
Feeling good.
Final 10 seconds!
Round and pound.
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
No! Spidey's
Oh, Spidey out of there far enough, fuck. Damn it.
Well, you can't expect
What a
to
game
win
to
them
end it
all.
on. What a game to end it on. Yo, before you dip, bro, listen to this. So, you still hear me? Yo.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yo, listen to this. This is the thing I was talking about.
The guy met the Buddha, liked what he heard, thought about it for a while. Say 500 years while he returned to the Mediterranean.
I can hear it.
Became an Etruscan. Seeped into the Roman Empire. He didn't like what they became.
You can't hear it?
Killing machine.
No, it's like cutting in and out a lot.
Oh.
He went to the Near East
Wait.
thinking, why not? Just with the short form. Guy met the Buddha, liked what he heard, thought about it for a while. Say 500 years while he returned to the Mediterranean. Became an Etruscan. Seeped into the Roman Empire. He didn't like what they became. Giant killing machine. He went to the Near East thinking, why not pass the Buddha's teachings on in a modern form? So he tried. One dissident against Rome. Rome won. The rest is history. Sort of. On fairy tales to an extent.
He's saying he was Christ.
Oh no, that's the medal they pinned on Jesus to fulfill prophecy. The crucifixion. He blocked the pain, as he learned to do in Tibet and India. He also learned to slow his body processes down to the point where they were undetectable. They thought he was dead, so his followers pulled him from the cross, placed him in a cave. His body normalized as he had trained it to. He attempted to go away undetected, but some devotees were standing watch. Tried to explain. They were ecstatic. Thus I was resurrected. This was the short.
Oh, I think that's pretty fucking...
Why was there people screaming in the back?
What do you mean? Who? The
I don't know, it sounded like there's a
whoa.
speaker blasting in the back of that. Yeah, that's what that was so fucking loud compared to the voices.
Yeah.
Bro, imagine all of Christianity. It's based on a guy who just he was just breathing 2,000 years ago. Just like, bro, I can breathe.
you fucking started. Well, maybe, I guess so. Like, if you meditate, maybe that's when you met God. Like, maybe he reached enlightenment.
Very possible. That is basically what it is. I feel like all religions are talking about the same thing.
Yeah, it's just reaching enlightenment, but like using different terms, like Valhalla or like fucking heaven or some shit.
Yeah,
They probably
I
forced
think
him
all
to that
religions,
statement.
when they say you have, I feel like when you have mystical experience and stuff, like, you know, you meet God, it's just, yeah, it's enlightenment. Meeting God is like the feeling of being connected to everything, which is what enlightenment is. You can also cheat and like take psilocybin, or you can take LSD and get the same type of feeling.
Yeah. When you're on
That's what
shrooms,
it
you
is
can
at the end of the
ignore
day.
like pain and shit too. Like you can completely ignore your body, and you're just full consciousness, which is crazy. Because then you can just make your body do whatever the fuck you want. I think that's what Mike Tyson did to get into the best shape ever. He just had the mind for it, and he was able to control his body by just taking shrooms and training all day, every day.
Did he take shrooms while he was training?
Yeah, he says that on podcasts all the time. He was always shroomed out when he trained.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Shit. Made him an animal.
Bro, he was probably shroomed out when he bit that guy's ear. I feel like shrooms was something they probably didn't test for.
Yeah, probably not. They didn't even really know about it back then.
That's the thing. So he's probably shroomed out, and he probably just like consciously was like, "I'm gonna bite this fucking guy's ear," and then his body did it.
Yeah, I can do that.
Cause when I've been on shrooms and I've been high, I can do so many more push-ups, and it's so easy. And you stop because you just want to. Like you can keep on going. It's kind of crazy.
That means you could always do that many push-ups. You're just being a bitch.
Yeah, it's just literally like. But when you're on shrooms, it's like you'll just fire off those signals in your brain really easy. There's no resistance for it. And then it's also like bong rips. Like when you're shroomed out, bro, you could take a bong rip. You'll exhale and you'll be like, oh fuck, like I didn't even cough at all, and that was a crazy bong rip. And like your mind is overthrowing your body's reactions and shit. And then you exhale it, and you don't even realize that you just smoked the weed, and then it just amplifies your high. It gets crazier. But it's very much like kind of like a witnessing effect. Like you're kind of there, and you tell your body to do it, and it does it, and then you're just witnessing it happen. Like you don't like feel like it's happening to you. You just feel like you're witnessing it.
Yeah, I got some shroom pills. I gotta be taking them soon.
Yeah, but what do you want to get from shrooms?
What do I want to get?
No.
The experience. I don't know if
Like,
I necessarily go in with an agenda.
Hmm.
Explore
you're-
my mind,
you're-
explore the experience.
No.
See where we're going with it. At least the first time. Then maybe go in with more of a direction. But I think when I want to do it, actually, like a higher dose for like a week straight, I think I'm gonna eat like super clean. Make sure I meditate and everything before, get into like a proper mindset, set myself up for success.
Well, that's the thing. So then you're going into it with something. Like you're gonna want to get something out of your trip. Like it could be even super simple. It could just be like, who am I? Or like, why do I like baseball? You know what I mean?
Or I think, who am I? I think that's the most complex question there is. That's not simple at all.
Yeah.
I would say it's the one and only question.
Yeah, but your ego knows who you are. It's who you present every day. You're
I don't
somebody
think so. I
with-
think your ego is the fake portion. Your ego is this thing that's been built your entire life. All these
Yeah, but-
characteristics, all these layers that you've created through all your experiences, but that's not who you actually are.
Yeah, but if you have an ego, then it is who you are. Like to be without an ego would be missing the ego. There's not like you have an ego that
Yeah, but like think about it, when
acknowledges not having
you
an ego.
when you take like LSD or something, or like psilocybin and shrooms, your ego can disappear. So
Yeah,
how
but
can
then it
that be
comes
you if
back
it's something
after
that
your
goes
trip.
away?
It comes back after your trip.
Yeah, but if it's something that can be stripped away just like that, it's not like actually who you are then. It's like some type of mask on top of you.
Yeah. I think that's who we are, like your being, because then you're describing
What?
it.
Yeah,
like-
that's who Dylan LaRock is. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, but I feel like that's the thing
Is
you'd
Dylan
have to go
LaRock who I
into with
truly
is
am?
like, yeah, because then it would trigger the event of you contemplating like why you're thinking things or why, like it kind of then would pull into like, and then you would just allow it to go somewhere. But I went into mine with like, I don't know, maybe I was just looking for direction. All I'm saying is if you use it recreationally, if you're like, I'm gonna take mushrooms and I'm gonna watch a funny movie and hang out with my boys and joke around, like you're probably not gonna, well, maybe watching a movie alone, but with people I feel like it doesn't trigger the same like mental dialogue.
It's just gonna be like a high, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it would just be a high.
Yeah, it would just be a high, and
Yeah,
it
I
would
don't
just be
plan
like a
on-
recreational thing. Like for me, it was just the mental dialogue. Like my shroom trips, like the most productive ones are the ones where I feel like I got the most out of. From an external view, looked like I had a very silent day. You know what I mean? Like I just hung out by myself,
Yeah, it's all
watched the
internal
movie,
dialogue. Yeah,
and drew on the coloring book.
where
You
you're
know,
contemplating life. You gotta bounce ideas back
and
off
use the
yourself.
bathroom. You know, like that was really the extent of my trip. But like for me personally, it was a very deep experience.
Yeah, I have that sometimes even with like weed and like edibles.
Yeah, or you get like
Especially
kind
if
of
I'm
deep
alone
into
and
it.
everything, I'm just like chilling. Yeah, it's just a change of perspective. Like your mind, you're thinking a different way. Gives you a different outlook on situations.
Hmm. I think I'm addicted to that though. Cause I feel like that's what depression is. I feel like people who've had depression or like who've gone through like a depressive state, at least for me, it was like an extent of like over a year. It was over a year that I was really, really depressed. So for me, it was like, and it's dangerous because like you'd find like there's entire days that I spent like laying in bed just feeling like bad about myself or like walking through like terrible scenarios in my head and just experiencing like whatever. So like or like an internal dialogue that wasn't productive or anything, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. At the end of the day, that's what it is, right?
Yeah,
Just
but
constantly
like
thinking a negative thought.
yeah, but like me, it was happening for like weeks at a time.
The entire day, like from like waking till going to bed.
Yeah, like the only times I wouldn't is when like I would distract myself with like playing video games. That's why I got so good at games.
Yeah.
Cause like if
And
you
then
have
what you said
nothing
that
going for you, like if there's no energy output and you only do like one activity, bro, you're gonna put so much energy into it.
you just cut out there.
Oh, I just said that if you only have like if you have no activity output, like depression's also like where creativity like comes from. Cause like if you're doing nothing for your entire day and you only do one activity, you're gonna put a lot of energy into that one activity. Cause it's the only thing you did for the day. So when I'd play
So you're
video
saying what
games,
if it's like art or something, then you can become more creative?
yeah. A lot of the best artists is just like they have really sad, terrible lives, and then like the expression from that, I feel like maybe it's like even like a sneeze, you know what I mean? Or like an orgasm. It's like the opposite version of it. It's like a lot of build up to something, and then it just comes out with it, you know?
And it's like the only outlet that they have, so yeah, they become fucking good at it.
Yeah. Like your entire life
Right.
kind of gets like dedicated to that little thing. I think that's what I'm doing with sales right now. I feel like I don't
You're
know.
dedicating everything towards it.
Yeah, like I don't have like like I'm kind of alone. I'm my own
It
support system
it
completely,
also
and the only
is, but it also is like a like sales is kind of like a department where it does draw you in like that.
yeah, you have to like I feel like the best salesmen are probably like the people like with the saddest outside lives. Like Tim, bro. Tim's got a great outside life, bro. He's getting married. He got married. He has a house. He has a wife. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't get the promotion, but I always say that. Like, Tim's winning in life, bro. Like, although he's being held in a shittier job and making double his money, like, this guy's still winning at the end of the day. Like, externally, like, if I'm comparing apples to apples, if you're looking at, like, metrics like that, but it all kind of depends on what you care about, right? So, like, maybe Tim thinks that I'm winning because I got the job and I got crypto money that he doesn't have crypto money. You know what I mean? I don't
It's
fucking
true.
know. It's all perspective, but I don't know. I feel like I'm a very obsessive person, and whatever I do, I just very obsess on it and try to do that extreme. I don't know.
Well, I mean, when it comes to a career, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but
Unless you want something else,
what's
unless
gonna
you don't
happen?
want
I'm
to be
gonna wake
spending
up.
all your time.
Yeah, what's gonna happen in 10 years? I'm gonna wake up and be like, this is like the thing I was like my entire 20s was kind of built against. was I didn't want to get into like a routine like what I'm doing right now. And like I kind of got forced into it, or I had to just survive. But like I don't know, man. I could see myself staying at like in a sales role for a very long time, and I would justify it with money, and everybody around me would justify it with money. But ultimately, like I wouldn't be pursuing much else. Like, bro, if I'm working until like fucking 10 every day, and I'm going in 9 a.m., like all I'm doing is working. And I'm not even like I've kind of like lost like I gotta fucking send some emails and shit. Like I still gotta open my laptop and do some extra work, to be honest, before I go to sleep.
I mean, that's kind of what, like, what other option is there when you're living in a city like this? Like, if what you're saying, you have to leave. Like, you can't be living in a big city. You can't be living in a city that's this expensive and not be working a 9 to 5. Unless you do, unless, like, yeah, you had a side hustle to start making, like, no matter what you're working.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the only other option is literally, like, you go to fucking Thailand. You know, like you save up
You're
with
like
your
a
crypto money,
billionaire.
bro. Let's just say you have 50, yeah, like if you have 50K, you can probably go live there for 10 years, you know, kind of thing. Say
Yeah.
fuck it, and those are like the only kind of other options. Like kind of you got to dip. You can't be living in Canada.
Yeah. It's crazy though, cause like when you have
The system we
everything,
live
like I
in.
feel like living in Thailand like that would actually be like also depressing, cause like part of like my depression when I was younger, like in my
It's like
earlier
no
20s.
direction.
Well, not only that I didn't have direction, but there was also like I don't have time to really be too sad or depressed about it right now. Like I just kind of just have to like live life, but like that's also brought in so many beautiful things in my life. But like I feel like when I had like cuz I had a place to lay my head. Like when I was working at Best Buy even, like I didn't have the same stress that like say Fatty would have. Like Fatty knew that he was like, okay, like fuck, like I gotta pay for my own rent, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, like
Hmm.
whatever. I had some stability because I was like, okay, like I don't have to worry about rent, and like I fucking didn't really eat much. I like my food bills were so minimal that it was like whatever. But it kind of like I don't know, dude. I just read something like yesterday about a mouse experiment where they gave these they had like 4 mice in like a thing. It was like 2 guys, 2 girls, and they gave them ample like space, ample like food, abundance of food, everything that they needed. And what ends up happening is they breed like crazy until there becomes like this weird social hierarchy. The men, like there's only a select few men or whatever that then do it, and then like homosexuality starts emerging, and like just like these weird things, and it just they end up dying at the end, bro. It's like utopia turns into the worst thing ever. It turns into hell in every experiment, and they redo the
No,
experiment all the time with mice, and they always get the same outcome.
I mean it kind of ties together with like, yeah, like humans. I don't think humans are designed for comfort. I don't think you'll find happiness in being comfortable. Like you think
I don't
about how
think you
like,
would.
you know, people go on yeah, like people go on vacation and they dream of, you know, like some people dream of just like sitting on a beach, you know, sipping a margarita. But I feel like, yeah, after a few weeks and everything, you just feel unfulfilled. Like you're not going to find happiness in comfort like that. So yeah,
Yeah,
it kind of makes sense. I mean, that's a pretty extreme example. I don't know why specifically they always die, but kind of ties into, yeah, the fact that like human beings need adversity. Like you got to find a challenge, do something.
yeah, dude. Adversity, like strong men breed weak men, and weak men build instability, which builds up like strong
Yeah.
men. Because you know
I
what I
mean, it's
mean.
like
Like,
anything, right? Like your body, you use it or lose it. Like you know, if you want muscle, you have to go lift heavy weights. You got to go break
yeah,
down
you
your
gotta
muscles, destroy
struggle.
your muscles so that it comes back stronger. Yeah, same with your immune system, same with anything.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, I mean, once you like, if you like, also have to just start building random shit. Like that's kind of at the point that I'm at too. Is now that like I've kind of become stable in like my job and everything, I can do it Like it doesn't take up too much time. Obviously, it's still a 9 to 5 and everything.
Yeah.
But then I've also started piecing things together. Like I just bought that reverse osmosis. You know, I've actually done a lot of shit for like my health recently. I did I switched out all my pans. My toothpaste is now like all natural. All the soap
Oh, yeah?
I use
Which
is all natural.
toothpaste
I got the
are you
reverse
using?
osmosis system. Dr. Bronner's.
I use the Dr.
Soap and
Where are you
toothpaste are
getting
both
it?
Dr. Bronner's. Amazon.
So-
Oh, actually,
yeah?
that one I got for Christmas. I asked for Christmas, so I got that for Christmas toothpaste. But I did
I was
see it on
looking at
Amazon.
it. It's like I'm down, bro,
Is it
but it's like
expensive?
$10 for a tube. Might
Is
even be
it?
a little more. It's like $13, yeah. And one
It's not
tube
like the
is not a
triple
lot.
tube things.
I don't think so, man. I
You
think
can
they
get
sell
other
a
ones though.
3-pack
Like
for
I
like
feel like
$30. $35 for 3-pack. And I'm like, oh.
I feel like when it comes to, I feel like toothpaste isn't the worst thing to have. Like
Well, it also goes in your mouth, bro.
non-natural.
Think about it. Like, if you take an edible, you just put it on your tongue, and that's like a direct to your blood barrier. So I'm sure it probably does, actually.
Yeah, Dr. Bronner's. Yeah, it looks like it's like $10 per tube.
Yeah, I was looking at it.
It's not terrible. $10 per tube. Like buy 3 tubes, it'll last you like fucking 6 months.
Yeah. I've been swapping out things too. I've been thinking about getting a, you know what? I was looking at like the loofahs, like a all natural loofah. I almost bought that because I used the
Like one of
soap.
those sponges.
Yeah, to just like maybe not rub like plastic on my body.
Yeah.
But then I like did some research in the silicone ones, and apparently silicone doesn't have any really like real recorded like problems with touching your skin. So, but I'm kind of a little skeptical. I don't know. What do you think? Get a
Anytime
silicone
there's
loofah?
plastic, I mean, I think I do right now. I have like a little like a scrubber basically.
Yeah,
I
like a
haven't really
silicone
thought about it
scrubber.
too much. I feel like
'Cause
it's
I
probably
sleep-
not that bad.
I
Like, I think
sleep on
plastic,
a-
the issue.
I have a polyester blanket. I've been really like, okay, my bed being latex, I've been really like not getting a topper because I'm just like, okay, like a lot of the toppers are memory foam. I need to get a wool one. And like I calculated it, like with all the shipping and all that shit, it was gonna cost me like $600 to get that shit to my house. So I was like, bro, I'm not spending $6 on this right now.
For a
But
wool topper.
yeah, like an extra pad for like the bed to make it a little bit more cushiony. And then I don't know, because I know that I use like a polyester blanket as like my comforter on top, and those are like just if you just pinch at it and pull, you'll pull a whole bunch of polyester like micro threads. So I'm for sure inhaling some of that shit or like getting some type of microplastic fucking contact with that. So I'm trying to get rid of
Yeah,
that.
materials or something that I'm. Yeah, I've been starting to think like even like clothing and shit too.
Clothing's a big one, bro. You have to go
Bro,
like
why the
cotton
yeah.
or organic
Why the
cotton. You
fuck
can't
does
get no
everything
blends.
have toxics in it? What
Bro,
is this bullshit, bro?
a lot of the underwear has toxic shit in it. And my favorite underwear, I've been looking into it. They stopped making it. And if I want to buy it on Amazon, it's like they're reselling it for like $60 for a pack of 3, bro. They're really fucking gouging me. Bastards.
Bro, it's crazy. Just to have shit that doesn't fucking cause cancer. $60.
I feel like that would be a great brand. I feel like that would be like a great brand thing. And it's just like, dude, we produce like sustainable, basic shit. Like, here's a toothbrush.
Yeah.
It's fucking not gonna make you.
I was thinking of
fucking
doing
sick.
it as like a Shopify store. Cause I get a free store. I was thinking of like basically just like kind of drop shipping, but just sourcing all of like the healthy stuff. So like you can go there and just like you can replace all the shit in your house. You know,
Yeah.
like you got the toothpaste, you got the pots, the pans, like all that shit. Just it's sourced for you already. You just go and you see everything.
Yeah. No, it's a good idea. I've thought similar. Mine was more so though also like having really nice aesthetically pleasing things. Like my whole thing was the dental floss. Like I'm using this dental floss from Costco and I bought enough of it that like I'm not gonna not use it. But I always found the dental floss containers are fucking ugly, bro, and they can make like a nice like metal one that you can refill. That would be fire. Like even like nail clippers, like I don't know, like something, just a redesign on some of that shit. Like just have some basic stuff, like even just the cup that you put your toothbrush in, that could be cool. Have a nice toothbrush, like some kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of things that yeah, people haven't really thought about, like redesigning.
Yeah, like make
What are you doing over there?
me that plastic. Just walking around.
Sounds like you're punching your mic.
Really?
Yeah, it
I'm
sounds
maybe
you're
like
punching your
spinning
mic.
this wire. Is that doing it? Is this
Yeah.
doing it right now? I
Yeah,
was
it
spinning
is.
the wire in the controller, like the little, yeah,
Okay.
where it makes contact. You know.
Yo,
Well,
how is Steve doing?
He's good, man. He's too good.
Yeah, he's hanging in there.
Yeah, he's doing too well. It's kind of strange. I'm gonna go check
Really?
him on the weekend. You should pull up, bro. You should pull up, come see him. I'll probably go on the weekend and like help him prepare for his AE interview. Cause he's going through that next week. And then once
yeah,
he gets
he's
that
going
job, the
AE.
rest is history, bro.
Shit. He's had enough with launch, eh?
Yeah, I told him to reach out to my director in AE. Because the director was like fucking saying like, oh bro, we're putting these internal positions, like we need AEs to fill up these times if anybody's interested. I'm not down. But I was like, you know what? Steve would love to be an AE and he'll work late hours just to become an AE. I was like, bro, reach out to him. He reached out. And then
Fatty didn't do it.
huh? Did Fatty do
didn't
it?
do it.
No, Fatty was going for
Yeah, I
AM.
feel like Fatty would have.
And then Fatty got shafted on
Okay.
AM. So he's pretty upset about that. And then he was looking at external companies. Like you mentioned, like even Shopify. Like, oh, maybe we're Shopify.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know Hannah also just recently left too.
Yeah, I messaged her on her last day. I got a
Oh, shit.
message, Amanda Laframboise. She's having her last day tomorrow.
I feel like Shopify is probably hiring for AE. I could check to see if anybody wants.
Maybe. Amanda's going to Slack, bro. How cool is that?
That's pretty
Bro, I
dope.
feel like working at Slack, Gong, and Salesforce would be the best.
Why?
Everybody's using it. Your product's the best on the market.
Salesforce, yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah, Slack is
Slack
also a
too,
big-
bro. Slack
big
is so
one.
used, bro. What more do you
Yeah, it
want?
is.
You want a message fucking board, bro? You want text fucking between the company? Got you.
Yeah, big facts.
And same with Gong,
I
bro.
got bounced though.
Gong is apparently huge, bro. My boys were at the trade show and they said the Gong boys, bro, they have a crazy fucking thing. They're
The
all
Gong
dripped out.
boys.
Everybody knows them.
Yeah, Shopify used to use Gong. I know that.
They don't use it anymore?
It's like it's those weird little companies that no, I don't think no, they use they switched over to something called Sales Loft.
Hmm.
I don't know why. But it's like those are like those weird things that you don't realize are fucking massive companies until you like, you know, get into the corporate world and you're like, oh yeah, like somebody has to like service this infrastructure.
Yeah. These guys give me
Just a
AI
fucking
notes on
reporting
my calls so I don't have to listen to the call. I can just read when my follow-up date is. So useful.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I love Gong.
Big dog. I gotta bounce, but yo, let me know when you're going to the west to go see Steve, because yeah, I'd be down to reach.
Alright, bet. I'll let you know.
Alright, man. Take it easy.
Deuces.